Your English teacher. We are going to refresh all the topics we did last time. So grade 1, we are starting with proper nouns. We looked at proper nouns and then looked at common nouns. So I have some list of words here. I have ama, and this is Achimota. February, Sunday, and then Bambino Montessori School. These are all names of things. And as you can all see, they all begin with capital letters. So our proper nouns are specific names of persons, places, and then things. And you realize that they begin with capital letters. Now you can see Sunday begin with a capital letter. Bambino Montessori School beginning with a capital letter. Achimota is also beginning with a capital letter. And my name, Ama, also begins with a capital letter, proper noun. So your name, when you're writing your name, you have to begin with a capital letter because it is a proper noun. So let's go. Proper nouns are special names given to particular things, places, and things. Now let's move on to common nouns. Now when you take, for instance, the Bambino Montessori School. Now when you tell my mommy, please, I want to come to Bambino Montessori School, mommy will bring you here because this is Bambino Montessori School. So school is a word, it's a noun, but it is also what? A common noun. Because there are so many schools around. We have Family Life just here. There are other schools here, Joseph and then Mary. They are also schools. So when you say school, it is a common noun. But immediately you mention the name of the school, it becomes what? A proper noun. So let's look at some examples of the common nouns we did this step. We looked at church, an example of a common noun. Chair is also another example of a chain, and then chair, another examples of common nouns. So we've looked at, we've talked on proper nouns, and then we've also looked at common nouns. So in a nutshell, proper nouns are specific names given to places, things. And whereas common nouns are just names, ordinary names we give to places and then things. Example of common nouns are the chair we sit on, the bowl, spoon, they are all common because the chair in your house, I probably have same at my home. Spoon, you have spoon at home and I also have spoon at my house. But my name, Augusta, I am the only one Augusta. And then you also have a name. So your name becomes a proper noun because they all begin with what? A capital letter. Now we are moving on to the next topic, which is plural forms. I hope you are following closely. Now we are moving on to plural forms. Last time we looked at forming plurals. And we mentioned that if we want to form plural of words, we only add the alphabet what? S. So if I have a word like dog, to make it plural, I only have to add an S. Then I get what? Dogs. So this is singular, and then this is what? Plural. Immediately I add an S to the dog, it becomes what? Dogs. Making dog what? Plural. Let's move on. Let me take another word. I have car. So immediately I add S, I get what? Car. Cars. It becomes cars. The plural form of what? Car. Pen. When I add an S, I get the plural form of pen, which becomes what? Pen. So when we are forming the plural forms of words, we only add the letter S to it to get to the what? Plural form. So that's it for plural forms. I hope you are following. Now let's move on to articles. So last time we looked at articles. We said articles, they are words you put in front of a word. Now, singular nouns especially. Now, we use the article a. The article a, it's used in front of consonants, words that begin with a consonant. Mostly nouns that begin with consonants. Then we use an for vowel words. Example of a consonant word is cat. There is what? It's a consonant. So it makes it we have to use the article a for that. So articles, we use for words that begin with consonants. And then we are going to use and for words that begin with what? The 5 vowels. An example is dog. Now, the is what? A consonant. Very good. So because the is a consonant, we are going to use the article a to read a dog. Now, let's continue. Ho. As in hat. This word is hat. Good. So ho. There is what? A consonant. So we have to use the article a to read as a hat. We move on to frog. F is also what? A consonant. So we use the article a, frog. Now let's move on to instances we use an. Now, an goes with vowel words that begin with the vowel sounds. An goes with the words that begin with the vowel sound. Now the first vowel sound is a. So I have an example of an a word here as apple. Apple. So I have an apple because a here is what? A vowel. Now we move on to a, e. Eraser. This word is eraser. And then the beginning sound is e, which is a vowel. E here is a vowel. So we have an eraser. We have an orange, an igloo, and then finally an umbrella. Because we are all using an because they all begin with what? Are 5 verbs. Now let's do a quick one there. The 5 verbs. Let's go up, 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 stand up, up. Let's go. A, e on a, e on a, e on a. They are the 5 vowels. So that's our vowels. And then all the vowels go with the article an. And then the consonants we use what? So we have a woman, a girl, a boy. But when we have to use an, then the word should begin with what? A vowel. Example, an egg or an ice cream. Mommy bought me an ice cream or daddy got me an egg. So that's all for articles. Now last time we looked at story writing. We wrote some number of stories. So we wrote a couple of stories. Yes, this day we will do more, write our own stories. And by this time around, we are going to add pictures to the stories we write, draw our own pictures as well. So when you are home, I use this time to practice and then improve on your drawing skills. Now I have a poem for us to write, and then I'll take all the poems and I'll go through them. The best poem would win an award. Don't forget, 10th May is Mother's Day, so we will all be writing a short poem to our mothers. It should be about 6 lines. Yes, about 6 lines is okay. Nothing less than 6 lines. We are going to write 6 lines poem to our mothers, but you send it to me, and then I will read you. And the best poem, or whosoever's poem is the best or is the most interesting, will win an award. So you are going to hear from me next week. Next week, I will be teaching verbs, and I want you all to read something on verbs. And then whatever you find out on verbs, you let me know what. Send it to me. Send it to Auntie Shika. She'll forward it to me, and then we'll discuss it when we meet next week. It's bye for now, and I miss you. In fact, I miss you, boys and then girls. Then be good boys and girls at home. Till we meet again next week. Bye.